Welcome back my channel. In this video, I will share with you the 10 mysterious forgotten places rediscovered by locals. Now let's explore together.
Imagine a world where time stands perfectly still, a world where humans have vanished, leaving behind only the echoes of their lives. Throughout history, entire cities and grand estates have been lost to war, economic collapse, or the relentless march of nature, but they rarely stay hidden forever. Often, it is the locals, the people living just miles away, who stumble back upon these relics, peeling back the layers of dust and vines to reveal the secrets within. In this video, we are counting down 10 of the most hauntingly beautiful forgotten places that were rediscovered by the very people who once lived near them. Get ready for a journey through the ruins of time. We begin our countdown at number 10 with the Arzt Villa in Germany. This isn't just an abandoned house, it is a time capsule frozen in the 1970s. Deep in the German countryside, this grand mansion belonged to a successful doctor. When the family left, they didn't pack, they left clothes in the wardrobes, medical equipment in the basement surgery, and even the beds made. For decades, locals passed the dense tree line, unaware that a complete life was preserved just yards away. When urban explorers and locals finally documented it, the world was stunned by the eerie preservation. It feels as if the family just stepped out for a dinner and never came back, leaving their luxury to be slowly reclaimed by dust and silence. At number 9, we head to the Thames estuary to see the Maunsell Forts. These bizarre, sci-fi looking structures look like something out of Star Wars, but they are actually remnants of World War II, built to defend the United Kingdom against German air raids. These sea fortresses were eventually decommissioned in the 1950s. For years, they sat rusting in the salt air, forgotten by the mainland until local fishermen and radio enthusiasts began to visit them. In the 1960s, they were even used by pirate radio stations to broadcast music that was banned on the mainland. Today, they stand as skeletal guardians of the coast, a strange industrial ghost town rising out of the waves, reminding us of a time when the horizon was a front line. Number 8 takes us to Centralia, Pennsylvania. This is the town that has been burning for over 60 years. In 1962, a landfill fire ignited a massive coal seam running beneath the town. The fire couldn't be put out. For years, the ground became hot, smoke billowed from cracks in the road, and carbon monoxide filled basements. Most residents were forced to leave, and the town was officially zip code deleted. However, a few stubborn locals refused to go, and today, they live in a near-empty landscape where nature is reclaiming the streets. The famous graffiti highway became a local landmark before being buried, and the smoke still rises from the earth today, a constant reminder of the fire that literally stole a town. At number 7, we visit Kolmanskop in the Namib Desert. Once a wealthy diamond mining hub, this town featured a ballroom, a casino, and the first X-ray station in the southern hemisphere. But when the diamonds ran out, the people left. For decades, the desert did what it does best. It moved in. Locals from nearby Luterates eventually rediscovered the beauty of the town being swallowed by sand. Today, sand dunes fill the living rooms and flow out of the windows like frozen waves. It is a photographer's paradise, where the harsh African sun creates shadows across the colorful, peeling wallpaper of a German-style town lost in the middle of nowhere. It's a haunting image of how quickly nature can erase human ambition. Number 6 brings us to Kayaköy, Turkey, known as the Silent Village. This site contains hundreds of stone houses and 2 large churches built on a hillside. It was abandoned in the 1920s during a population exchange between Greece and Turkey. For nearly a century, it sat empty, protected by the local government but forgotten by the wider world. Locals in the nearby bustling tourist towns of Fethai know it as a place of ghosts. Walking through its narrow streets, you can still feel the presence of the thousands of people who once called this home. The roofs are gone, leaving skeletal stone walls that glow golden during sunset, It is a monument to the displacement of people and the silence that follows when a community is uprooted. At number 5, we look at the legendary Machu Picchu in Peru, while the world discovered it via Hiram Bingham in 1911. The local Quechua families had known about the ruins for generations. They were even farming on the ancient terraces when the explorers arrived. This Incan citadel, hidden high in the Andes, was never found by the Spanish conquistadors, which is why it remains so well preserved. It was a royal estate for emperors, abandoned during the collapse of the empire and reclaimed by the jungle clouds for centuries. Today, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but for the locals, it was never lost. It was just a secret garden of their ancestors that the rest of the world eventually caught up to. Number 4 is Bodie, California. During the gold rush, Bodie was a wild, lawless town of 10,000 people. It had 60 saloons and a reputation for violence. When the gold ran out, the town died, but unlike many other ghost towns, Bodie was preserved in a state of arrested decay. This means the state and local caretakers keep it exactly as it was found. You can still see stores stocked with canned goods, school desks with notebooks, and pool tables in the bars. It was the locals who fought to keep the town's history alive, ensuring it wasn't looted or demolished. Today, it is the most authentic Wild West ghost town in America, where the wind whistling through the wooden slats is the only sound you'll hear. Coming in at number 3 is Houtouwan village on Shengshan Island, China, once a thriving fishing community. The village was abandoned in the 1990s as the residents moved to the mainland for better jobs and education. For 20 years, the village sat empty, and the humid coastal air allowed ivy and vines to grow at an incredible rate. Today, the entire village is literally green. Every house, every street, and every wall is covered in a thick blanket of vegetation. It was rediscovered when photos from local hikers went viral. Now, it looks like a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie where nature has won the war against concrete. It is a stunning example of how fast the earth can heal itself once humans leave. Number 2 takes us to the edge of a cliff in Italy, the ghost town of Craco. Founded in the 8th century, Craco was a medieval masterpiece. However, due to its precarious position on a steep hill, it suffered from recurring landslides and earthquakes. In 1963, the last residents were evacuated to a nearby valley. For years, the town sat as a silent, crumbling fortress overlooking the Italian landscape. Locals watched from below as their ancestral home slowly surrendered to gravity. Because of its dramatic and haunting appearance, it has been used as a filming location for movies like The Passion of the Christ and Quantum of Solace. It remains one of the most visually striking abandoned places in Europe. A stone labyrinth hanging on the edge of collapse. Finally, at number 1, we have Hashima Island, Japan, also known as Battleship Island. In the mid-20th century, this was the most densely populated place on Earth, with over 5,000 people living on a tiny rock to mine coal from beneath the sea. When the coal ran out in 1974, the island was abandoned overnight. For decades, it was a forbidden zone, visible from the coast of Nagasaki but untouched. The massive concrete apartment blocks began to crumble, giving it the appearance of a gray, decaying battleship. Locals and former residents eventually pushed for its preservation as a historical site. Today, it is a haunting reminder of industrialization and the fragility of human progress. Its dark, maze-like atmosphere even inspired the villain's hideout in the James Bond film Skyfall. These 10 places remind us that while we may build grand structures, time and nature always have the final word, but through the eyes of locals and explorers. These forgotten sites live on, teaching us about our past and the stories we left behind. Which of these places would you be brave enough to visit? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into the world's most mysterious locations. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next adventure.